So in this video, I'm going to show you the talk that I did here when I talk about how entrepreneurship is a spiritual game and how we need to change our mindset in order for us to execute this as a game instead of just wanting the lifestyle. This is the Raul Villacis experience. Learn what it takes to go to the next level. What just happened? Within 1 minute, what do we create? Energy. Did it feel good to meet people? But yet, we walk around like we don't want to talk to people. Walk around with the blinders on, and we are constantly in our phones. And the reason I have my phone is because I left it there, because otherwise I probably would have been in my phone. I just realized that on my phone, I'm having a panic attack. I don't have my phone. So we've created this culture, this society that even though we love to create that energy, even though we love to talk to people, we are becoming more and more introvert. And I don't like that word introvert because it puts people in a box. Like, oh, I don't have to talk to people, I'm introverted. I used to think that I was introverted because I came to this country when I was 11 years old and I didn't know how to speak English. And my first words were yes. So this kid asked me, hey, Raul, you think you can beat me up? I said, yes. I said, all right. So I'll see you after school. So I thought I had a friend. And all of a sudden, everybody's talking about me. I thought I became like the popular kid in school because everybody wanted to talk to me the first day. But the truth was that they wanted to beat the shit out of me because I said yes. So that was my beginning of this country, getting bullied at 11 years old. So my father used to work in the Bronx, true story. He used to come to my house. He said, Raul, I'm going to teach you how to speak English. I'm going to give you this box of tapes. I want you to listen to these tapes every single day. And I was 11 years old. I put the headphones on and go to sleep, and I will listen to that music every single day. Listen to that music every single day. After 2 years, I went to school, and my second words were, bitch, better have my money. Because my dad was giving me NWA, Ice Cube, Ice-T, all the gangster rap music that I used to take from the body shop. So certain words are in my DNA. So if I offend people with my language, I apologize in advance. It's in my DNA. That's the way I speak English. So you'll be offended. I'm sorry about that. So I love what the speaker said here, because entrepreneurship is a journey. It's a journey. And I think that I've been blessed enough to talk to millions of entrepreneurs that in this journey together. There's more entrepreneurs now in this culture than ever before. How many of you see, guys, those Ferrari pictures in Instagram? Those Lamborghini pictures in Instagram? Raise your hand if you've seen those pictures. Those are not entrepreneurs, people. Yes. They just want your money. Because here's what's been going on. There is a huge gap right now between real entrepreneurs and those people that are teaching entrepreneurship and want to sell you a lifestyle. I want to sell you a dream. So when I became a speaker, a trainer, I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to inspire people. So I want to inspire people. I realized that people don't want to get inspired. People want to know the fucking truth. So you get inspired all day long, but just like a shower, after a while, you have to be able to tell the truth. So after 1 year being in the entrepreneurship speaker, circle, I realized that everybody was fucking lying. Because here's the truth. We love to inspire, but we hate doing the fucking work. And we love to talk about, I was the first one. Yeah, I'm going to walk on fire, man. I'm going to get my shit together. This is the one. This is the event that my life is going to change. I go back home after a week. Shit. Where's the next event again? When's the next mastermind? When's the next seminar? When's the next book? Where's the next YouTube video? And that became my drug. That became my drug. Motivation became my drug. Inspiration became my drug. As even though I was blessed, by the time I was 30 years old, I amounted millions of dollars in real estate. How many of you guys are in the real estate game? Raise your hand. Real estate is a beautiful, beautiful tool to make money, and also a beautiful, beautiful tool to lose a lot of money. Because the problem with real estate is when the shit hits the fan, you can't cash out like stocks. You can't cash out like everything else. You have to wait until somebody buys your shit. You have to wait until somebody closes your shit. And all of a sudden, when the market crashed and banks were going out of business, I was left with a big, big bag that was empty. My buildings were being foreclosed on. My properties were being foreclosed on. Had 150 people under my belt. But guess what I was doing? I was getting inspired. I was getting inspired. I'm walking on fire, baby. I'm going to turn this shit around. But I was lying to myself because I wasn't able to tell myself the truth. I was afraid that people would see that I was full of shit. I was afraid people would say, well, Raul, you walked on fire. How come you're going through this shit? You're not supposed. You're an inspiration guy. How come you're going through this? You're not supposed to. You go to church, Raul. You know what? Where's your God now? So what I did is I started paying other people's debt just to maintain the story. Just to maintain the story. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be that guy who loses everything. No, we're too big for that. We're too big to fail. I'm not gonna be that guy that goes to church asking for money because my family can't have food, because I've already created this aura around me that I'm a successful entrepreneur. I already created that story around me that I cannot fail. So who am I if I could fail? See, the biggest fear that entrepreneurs have is not failing. The biggest fear is, what will people think if you fail? What will people think if you fail? If I show up in church, I show up in your house and say, listen, I don't have the money to feed my kids, man. Can I borrow 10, 20 bucks? That's the fear that we have. And God, the universe, and this ultimate wisdom, humble me enough. So I would come back home, talk to my wife and said, babe, we don't have any money to pay the mortgage today. We don't have any money to pay electricity. I only have enough money to pay the office space. But if I don't use that money to build a business, we're gonna be in the streets. I was ready for her to say, fuck you, I'm out, I'm going to my mom. Like, you have to figure this shit out. I was ready for it. Because I've been lying so long that it was eating me alive. But I was ready. I already had, in my mind, already made the story that if she leaves me, I'm gonna be okay. Actually, I wouldn't blame her if she leaves me. But she says something to me that changed everything. He says, Raul, I will live with you under a bridge if I had to. But I know it's not gonna be forever. You will figure this shit out. So she didn't give me the permission to stay at the bottom. She said, you're gonna figure this shit out. It's not gonna be for long. And that gave me the drive as a man to say, fuck, I made this bed, now I have to sleep on it. I created this mess, now I have to clean this up. Then that's when I started paying attention. Okay, not just about inspiration, what can I do? How can I get myself in front of the right people? How can I get myself around the right atmosphere? How can I get myself around the right association? Because it's not just about motivation, it's not just about inspiration, it's about, can you be in the right place with the right mindset, with the right tools to take action? And then I heard a speaker in one of the many events that I attended say something like, in the time of crisis, there's always opportunity. And I said, where's the opportunity? I'm like, I have like a bunch of houses. I'm willing to give these things away because I can't pay for them. And then it ringed on me. If I'm willing to do that, how many other people are willing to do the same? So I went to the distress market. I started buying foreclosure properties. I started buying, working with institutions. I flew down to Texas, met with banks, knocked on doors. And within 6 months, we were profitable again. Within 6 months, I had my business back, and it gave me a light at the end of the tunnel. Then 5 years later, I was making more money than before. Everything was taken care of now. So why is it that I can't sleep? Why is it that I have a burning pain inside my core that every single day is getting deeper and deeper and deeper? He was making millions of dollars, so the bank account was full. My wife and my kids loved me, and they were taken care of, so that wasn't a problem. See, all of us, we want that successful lifestyle of the entrepreneur. But very few people talk about the dark shadow of the entrepreneur. That stress, that anxiety, that fear that's inside of us every single day. And you know what was my medicine? A shot of tequila. Every single night. Taking shots so I could go to sleep. Until it became a bottle, until it became a habit, that my wife actually had the joke, said, oh, babe, I got you your medicine now, so you bring me a Patron, because I'm not cheap. I like some expensive shit. So even if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna drink some expensive shit. So I had some Patron tequila, and I was taking shots every single night to realize that this is not sustainable. Now see, all of us want the lifestyle. All of us want to make the $1 million, but can you sustain who you are and not lose yourself? So I went through this dark tunnel of self-discovery, this dark tunnel of finding out who the fuck am I? If you take away my business, if you take away what I've done, if you take away who I am, who is Raul? I have to realize that that is the gift and the curse. As an entrepreneur, we have to go through that tunnel. It's inevitable. Because when it's no longer about the money, then what is it about? I'll tell you right now, if somebody would give you $1 million within 6 months to a year, we have more problems than what you have right now. Money is not the answer. I'll tell you, I work with hundreds of millionaires. I created a program called the Next Level Experience. When I saw the gap, when you're talking about solving a problem, I saw a big problem. Everybody wants to get inspired, but very few want to do the fucking work. So I said, okay, I want to work with the 1%. So I created this video and I said, all right, if you're like me, who has success, who've been there, but every single night you can't fucking sleep, you're living on fear, you have this facade on, you have this, and people can't see through you, this is when you lost the edge. And that video went viral. It went viral because men from the dark started coming out like, shit, this crazy motherfucker still not, like, who is this guy? This crazy, like, are you following me with a camera? Like, who have you been talking to?
Fly on the wall.
So they started contacting me, Raul, like, I don't know, I'm crying in your video. And these guys are not into personal development. These guys have never been into motivation. These guys are just like us. But every single day I'll get an email, get an application, I get a feedback from guys that say, fuck man, I saw your video and it just changed me because now finally somebody's telling me the truth. The truth. As an entrepreneur, we are in a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual game. Your business will test your faith. Your business will test your beliefs. Your business will test your integrity. And if you don't have your beliefs straight, your faith straight, and your integrity straight, you will steer the easy road. So I hope this has inspired you. But I'm not going to leave you in the darkness. I promise you that. Because here's the beautiful thing. Here's the gift. The reason that 9 out of 10 entrepreneurs fail is because when they go into the tunnel, they don't have the tools, they don't have the belief, they don't have that calling inside of them, that voice that tells them to keep on going. They rather listen to that little voice inside and say, hey, you're not enough. Who the fuck do you think you are? You're not enough. You don't have the leader. You don't have this. And that little voice is the voice that you haven't heard it from your ancestor, from your father, from your grandmother, that they only knew that. But now we're at the level that we need to tap into the higher voice. That voice that's speaking to you every single day that said, hey man, you were born for something. I see the problem is that we have two things. One is we're telling that voice, wait until everything is perfect. Once I have my money's right, my shit together, then I'm going to start telling the truth. I promise. I'll tell the truth once I could tell the story of triumph. The story of when I won. If you're waiting for the story to be perfect, you lost the game. There's 2 movies that will impact your life. And I want you to watch it now with a different perspective. Number 1 is Gladiator. How many of you guys seen The Gladiator? Oh, yeah. The Gladiator, man, he's a badass, man. I remember the story where he comes in and he conquers already for Caesar. And Caesar goes, Gladiator, who's next? And he goes, my lord, nobody else is out there. Like we're edge. We have the biggest empire. And he says, Maximus, what do you want? He goes, I just want to be free. I want to go back to my wife and kids. I want to go back to my little farm. And I want to just get comfortable. And what did Caesar said to him? One more thing I must ask of you, Maximus. He says, what? I want you to lead Rome to freedom. And what did Maximus said? I'm not it. Like there's sure more men qualified than me. Your son, you have all these people. I'm not a politician. Like I'm just a gladiator. I'm just a general. He wasn't even a gladiator back then. He was a general. He said, I'm not the guy. So that's why you must fucking lead. And he made the biggest mistake of his life. He doubted himself. He doubted his purpose, and he said, let me sleep on it. The next day, it was too late. The next day, Caesar was dead. And then he became a gladiator because he was slaved. And then he spent his entire life looking for what? Revenge. Revenge. I'm thinking he must be going in the night, every single night, thinking like, shit, if I would just say yes, if I would just step into my purpose, if I would just say, fuck, man, I'll take the lead. None of this would have happened. He lived with regret. He was looking for vengeance. Another movie that will impact your life is movie 300. How many of you guys seen that movie? Raise your hand. King Leonidas. A different type of man. Now the Persian Empire is taking over Greece. They send two messengers to Leonidas. Says, Leonidas, we're going to let you keep your land. Just bow down to the Persian king. He says, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't let me keep this? Like, listen, I'm the king. You don't come to my kingdom and talk about what you're going to let me keep. He said, here in this floor, even servants have to be accountable for the words from their king. And he cut the guy's head off. Sent a message to his king, said, we're not bowing down to nobody. So he went to his council, his mastermind, right? And he said, all right, what's the plan here? These motherfuckers are coming. We got to get ready. We got to get ready. He said, oh, no, wait. We are already going to take the deal. Like, no, that's the best offer we have on the table. You know, that's going to spare lives. So are you crazy? They're going to rape our kids, rape our wives. You can't trust these people. He says, no, we already made a decision. We're not going to go to war. He went home that night, and his wife said, my king, what keeps you up? He says, this fucking council they won't let me go to war. And she changed everything about his life by 2 words. Don't ask what a king should do. Ask what a free man should do. A free man. Entrepreneurship is a game of freedom. Entrepreneurship is not just about the money. It's not about the cars. It's not about the lifestyle. It's about your freedom. Being a free man, being able to create an impact. Not having somebody else tell you what to do, but you walking the walk every single day knowing that you're free, knowing that you can fail. But you can make shit up again. Like my power doesn't come from the shit that I've done, doesn't come from the money that I have. It comes from my capacity to create. I tell my clients, you guys could leave me tomorrow. But next week, I will rebuild this shit faster and stronger than ever. Because Leonidas went into a suicide mission. Now he took 300 men, 300 of his best fucking warriors, and he went to war against the Persians, and now these motherfuckers were not able to get through. Because one man bled. One man believed. He died for freedom. Maximus died looking for revenge. 2 powerful men, but 2 different stories. My intention for you as you listen to this message is for you to see that entrepreneurship is the purest spiritual game out there because it exposes who you are. Are you fighting for freedom? Are you fighting for an impact? Or are you just fighting for an income? Are you fighting just to get a Lamborghini and a Ferrari and take a selfie and throw it to all your friends? Because that's the difference. The difference is that people are going to hate on you. People are not going to understand you. People are going to laugh at you. Just like they laughed at every single crazy motherfucker that changed the world. But at the end, you are in a suicidal mission. You are like Leonidas. You may not make it the way you want to make it, but people don't write books about those guys wishing and hoping. People write books about the guy in the journey that struggled, that died for something. So are you willing to die for your dream? Are you willing to die for what you believe? Are you willing to die for your legacy, your kids, your grandkids, your honor? That's what true entrepreneurship is. Thank you.